Morning everybody and welcome to today's morning markets. So a little bit different today. You may notice I'm not dressed in my usual suit and tie. Why is that? It's because today is a dress down day for a very worthy charity. So that charity is called Durham Deaf and Support. So what we do here at True Potential is we try and support charities, but particularly local charities. So for everyone today, it's a dress down day, and what we'll do is hopefully raise a lot of money for that charity overall. And just secondly for me, just before I jump into talking about today's morning markets, one thing that I think is really important for everyone to do is to subscribe to our YouTube channel. What does that mean? It means that you'll receive a daily morning markets video and also a weekly podcast. And today's podcast is important for everyone because it's on pensions, and that is the most important savings tool that we have overall. But look, let's just jump into the morning markets part of today's video. And what I really want to talk about is the UK retail sales figures. So they came out first thing this morning, and some of you might have seen the headlines already. So you might have seen the fact that actually UK retail sales fell 1.4% month on month for March. Now that is worse than the forecast. So the forecast was a fall of minus 0.3%. So obviously what you've got there is potentially quite a negative headline. And a lot of the news services will be focusing on things such as cost of living squeeze overall. But when you have data points like this, it's always really important to actually dig into those data points overall to try and understand what are the drivers there. Now let's look at that, and let's start with maybe the negative side. So the biggest negative overall has been non-store retailing. So sales in non-store retailing fell 7.9%. What do I mean by non-store retailing? Well, actually what I mean is anything that doesn't happen in a physical store. So basically internet sales overall. What else was negative? Well, actually you've seen sales of petrol reduce. So they fell just under 4% overall. So they're the two negatives there, but then let's try and think what else is in the figures. Actually, you saw some positives come through. So you saw sales of DIY up. You saw sales of non-food within stores up as well. And I think what's most important is actually if you look at where retail sales are overall compared to February 2020, so remember just before pre-COVID time, we're actually up 2.2% since then overall. But look, I've given you the figures here. Really, what is it that we take from this as the investment team? The reality is that times are becoming a little bit harder for everyone in the UK. We know that you've got higher prices coming through and you've got higher taxation coming through as well. And part of that is starting to be seen within the retail sales figures. For example, people spending a little bit less on petrol overall. Now, that's to be expected as the petrol prices are very high at the moment. But then actually thinking about some of the other components, thinking about sales of internet shopping have gone down, but actually in-store shopping's gone up. So what you're seeing is basically people changing their habits as they move from basically a more COVID focused, staying at home, buying things on the internet, to actually getting out more. And that also features within the figures as well, because you've seen an increase in the spending on pubs and restaurants, again, as people look to spend less on goods overall, but move to thinking more around spending more on services. And all of that is because the economy is reopening. But look, what else has been happening? Maybe just very quickly for me, what's been happening within asset prices. Generally, actually, European markets were quite positive yesterday. I guess the market that's been in the news the most has been the US. So it opened up very strongly, but then actually you had a bit of a roller coaster ride over the day and it finished negatively. And all of that really focused around Jerome Powell, so the chairman of the US Central Bank, the Federal Reserve, his comments about the potential to front load interest rate rises. So what does that mean? It means that he is signaling that there is potential for interest rate rises to come through at a faster pace in the US. Now, this isn't something new. No, it's something that he's signaled before, but what you've seen is investors taking it maybe a little bit negatively as they think about the trajectory of interest rate rises in the US moving forward. So look, that's everything from me. Please enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the sun. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure that you listen to that podcast on pensions. It's incredibly important. And I look forward to speaking to you next week. Thanks a lot.
Subscribing to the True Potential YouTube channel is quick and easy. Simply go to the channel on your desktop or through the YouTube app on your phone and click the subscribe button. You can then press the notification bell symbol if you wish to be notified as and when new videos are released. Doing this is a great way to keep yourself updated with market developments and personal finance insights. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed, and we look forward to continuing to help you do more with your money.